Hello, kids. How are you today? I'm Teacher Margot. We are going to discuss the reproductive parts of the flowering plants. Please prepare your notebook and ballpen to take note the important notes. During pandemic time, most of the people like to take care plants. Do you like to take care plants too?
Kids, here is the gomamela flower. Parts of a flower. Stamen. Stamen has two parts, the anther and the filament. Petal, sepal, and pistil. Pistil has three parts, the stigma, style, and the ovary. Here are the different flowers. Gomamela, rose, anthurium, sunflower, vanda orchids, and bougainvillea. The flower is the most beautiful part of a plant. Flowers are made of the same basic parts. The four major parts of a flower: stamen, petals, pistil, and sepal. Sepal. Sepals, the green leaf-like structure that protects the flower during bud stage. All sepals together are called calyx. Petals. Petals are the bright and colorful part of the flower. They make the flower look attractive. Their function is to attract bees and butterflies which help pollination. All petals are called corolla. Stamen. Stamen has two parts, anther and the filament. Stamen is the male reproductive part of a flower. It has two parts, the anther and the filament. Anther produces pollen grains. Pollen grains are male gametes. Filament holds the anther. Pistil. Pistil has three parts, the stigma, style, and the ovary. Pistil is the female reproductive part of a flower. It has three parts. Stigma is made up of sticky tip. Style, the slender tube connects the stigma to the ovary. Ovary contains egg cell called ovules. Reproductive parts of the flower. Anther is the yellow structures that often seen at the center of a flower. Its function is to produce and contain pollen grains, or male sex cells. Filament, the hair-like stalk of a stamen which bears the anther. Its function is to support the anther. The female reproductive parts of a flower. Stigma is a sticky and feathery surface in which pollen grains grow. Its function is to receive pollen grains. Style, a slender stalk of the pistil. Its function is to connect the stigma to the ovary. Ovary, it produces and contains ovules which develop into seeds upon fertilization. Ovary, the enlarged structure contains ovules. Ovules contain the egg cells which develop into seeds upon fertilization. Petals. Petals are the colored portion of a flower, like nectar glands. It attracts insects and birds and other pollinators. Sepals. Sepals are small green leaf-like structures located at the base of the flower. It protects the flower bud.
This time, let us check your understanding the parts of the flowering plants and its functions. Read the question carefully. Choose the letter of the correct answer. You're given 5 seconds to answer the given questions and write it in your answer sheet. Are you ready?
Question number 1. The female reproductive part of a flower. A. Stamen. B. Anther. C. Pistil. D. Stigma. Number 2. It holds the anther. A. Filament. B. Anther. C. Pistil. D. Stigma. Number 3. It catches the pollen grains dropped by the insect. A. Style. B. Ovary. C. Anther. D. Stigma. Number 5. It produces and contains the ovules. A. Style. B. Ovary. C. Anther. D. Stigma. Number 5.
And now, let us check your answers. Are you ready?
The correct answer is letter A. Filament. The correct answer is letter D. Stigma. The correct answer is letter A. Style. The correct answer is letter B. Ovary.
Directions. Study the illustration on the part of the flower. Fill in the needed data on the table. You can do this for 3 minutes. Given table, the male reproductive part of a flower. Kids, I know you did your best for this activity. Keep it up. Here is another activity to enhance your understanding in our lesson. Direction. Identify what is defined or described. Write the letter of the correct answer in your notes. You will be given 5 minutes to answer its questions. Start now. How many answers did you get? If you are 5, very good. If you get 3 or 4, good. If you get 2 or below, study more. Great job, kids, for staying with me. It is now the end of our lesson. Today, you learn about the parts and functions of the flowering plant. The flowers have different shape, size, and color, but they have the same basic parts. Kids, you can review our lesson by watching my YouTube channel, Margo the Production. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified the latest upload. I hope you learned a lot in our discussion today. This is your teacher Margo saying that science doesn't care what you believe. See you next time!